Ayun na? Ganda na ako?
Kahit meron naman eh.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow na wow talaga.
As in, wow talaga.
Yeah. So, we're currently in Cambridge and we are about to eat our lunch, and this is going to be our most proper lunch that we've had. Yeah, so how did we get here?
Paano nga ba? Okay.
So we're gonna be telling you our story of how everything happened as we eat our lunch. So yeah, let's start off with the question of how did you prepare coming here? So you came all the way from the Philippines just to visit me here in the UK.
Ganda mo, no?
Bakit?
All the way from Philippines. Yeah, paano
Sige,
nga
as
ba,
you
no?
tell the story, I'm gonna eat.
Sige lang. Paano nga ba, no? The last time na pinag-usapan natin to, no? Kumbaga, dami kong gustong i-share yung journey. Kasi we all know that it's not as easy as ABC coming here. Lalo na yung situation natin yan. We are in a pandemic season. And di lang yun, ha. Kumbaga, UK.
Yeah,
Yung UK mismo, isa sa mga may malaking cases of COVID. And yeah, if I remember yung journey ko coming here, no, since our last tour, the last time that we went
Bali and Thailand.
yes, Bali and Thailand,
Last year.
that was last year 2019 October, and October to November. So since November kasi hindi na kami nagkita personally ulit kasi nga we are in a LDR relationship, and since that time na nakauwi ako sa Pilipinas, sabi ko, I declare talaga na next year bibisitahin ko din siya to meet her family personally, kasi yung family niya nandito lahat sila sa UK. And yun nga, yung commitment ko and yung kagustuhan ko na before pa mag-level up yung relationship namin, I should meet her family first, no? Kasi I think that's important.
Yeah, and that was like the first ever that you've met them. First time ever.
Physically, no?
Physically.
Although nag-uusap naman na kami virtually, pero iba kasi yung gusto mong mag-level up yung relationship nyo, and then gusto mo din na makilala ka ng parents niya, makilala mo sila, paano yung setup ng family niya, and paano siya, and na setup ng family, and so on. Nakaka-bless lang, love, na kumbaga since November last year, before ako lumipad, no, sinabi ko sa sarili ko na ako kasi yung tipong, kumbaga, when I want something, talagang pinagtatrabahuan ko yan. Kumbaga, you know me, na sobrang focus ganyan. And when I set a goal talaga, as much as possible ma-achieve yan.
Yeah.
And yung goal ko talaga, kasi supposedly uwi ka ng April, right?
Yeah.
So since nagka-pandemic na hindi ka na nakauwi, doon na-lockdown, doon ako mas na-push na, okay, the more that I need to work hard. Because yung mga preparation, like for example, financial, that's one of the thing that you need to consider, no? Financial, and yung sa mga ongoing projects, no? Yung schedules, ganyan.
And even the pandemic itself, we have to like really consider like when is really the most strategic time to go.
Mhm.
Well, there's no certainty, but diba, parang that's when we really took the step of faith and just, aimed that we fulfill our commitment, which is to celebrate our birthdays together,
Yeah.
our anniversaries together,
Yes.
and by God's grace.
Yun yung motivation ko.
Oo.
So, totoo lang yun yung motivation ko. And sabi ko, Lord, you've been so faithful for the past years. I mean, you've done this and this and this and this. And etong heart ko, yung heart ko to really be with her and her family. Kasi pag hindi na ako nakapunta sa UK this year, I mean this 2020, for sure love mag-extend. Like for example, nangyayari yun, nag-extend yung lockdown and so on, and yung vaccine hindi pa siya totally available.
Yeah.
For sure, the following year na kita makikita, I don't know kung kailan pa. No? So yun yung nag-motivate sa akin. And sabi ko, Lord, you've done this for so many years.
Yeah.
No, how much more yung heart ko ngayon, yung desire ko ngayon. That's why yun yung journey, kumbaga naging hindi naman kami complacent, no. Tsaka hindi naman tayo yung basta gusto nating pupunta na tayo. Yung preparation talaga. You really need to set in your heart and your mind yung gusto mo talaga, kasi pag gusto mo talaga isang bagay na yon, lahat gagawin mo talaga. Even hindi mo na lang namamalayan the things you're doing, it's leading you to where your heart's yung kung ano yung gusto ng heart mo talaga. No, so makikita yun. So thank God na the Lord enabled me to be wise in saving and in investing, and yung strength na lang na binigay niya sa akin to endure yung process. Kasi di ba, love you are aware na na-deny ako noong 2016. And yung pakiramdam kasi na na-deny during that time, parang magkakaroon ko ng fear na baka ma-deny ulit ako, ganyan. Pero during that time kasi wala pa akong main, ang gusto ko lang nung mag-travel, that's all. This time kasi mas naging meaningful siya kasi ikaw yung reason. Totoo lang, kasi sabi ko, okay, pag pumunta lang ako doon magte-travel, so what?
Kumbaga parang walang deeper sense of desire.
Tsaka kasi yung denial, hindi yung denial eh. I think it was redirection.
Yeah, definitely.
Kumbaga, my son, hintay ka lang kasi I prepared something better, which is
this, right?
Eto na.
Yeah, okay. So, how did you get here? So, like, diba, as you said, you prepared by saving up and by taking the step of faith. What are the things that you encountered in getting here?
Yeah.
So, like, successes and the challenges.
Prior to coming here, love, pinag-usapan natin noon, diba, na we are considering yung marriage visa. Paano tayo napunta doon?
So, before we spoke to our parents, we already had that desire in our hearts now. Okay, I'm really sure about what I feel, and he's really sure about what he feels. So, we knew that this is something that we wanted to do already. Personal lang. But obviously, hindi kami nagpadalos-dalos lang na, okay, this is what I want, let's do it. No.
Yeah.
So we sought advice from our pastors, and honestly, like, this is one thing that I can really vouch people to do, kasi when you want to do something and when you're in a really godly relationship, you realize that it's not just for you, but it's also for the people around you. I'm not saying na pwede silang mangialam sa mga decision nyo. That's not the point of them giving you advices. It's that giving value to the other relationships that you have. Kasi the way you treasure your other relationships, nakikita yun ng mga tao na mas lalo silang na parang nararamdaman nila na, wow, this person really values my life, my voice, my opinion. And hindi naman sila yung magde-decision fully, but it's that thought na I'm asking you for advice because I know that you have my best interest at heart, and we are very relational people. That's why we really wanted to seek someone that we know na hindi sila magbibigay ng masamang payo, or they don't have any bad intentions for us. So they always want something that is good for us. Kaya yun, we sought advice, but obviously we also prayed about it. That's siguro number one yun, praying about it. And
in love, we desired to apply for a marriage visa also, kasi we know in our hearts that we are already committed. And more than that, yung willingness na to be with you. Na parang we've gone through a lot. And I believe we've learned also sa mga naging past experiences natin. And this time, parang yung commitment ba? Napaka-importante kasi that we have a commitment. No, na alam mo yung love, na hindi yung security dun kasi love na I'm committed with this person. No, so you'll do everything para yung relationship nyo yung hindi masira ba through bad decisions. And that's why it's very important na when you really love someone, you desire to have a commitment. Hindi yung girlfriend mo ngayon after how many years, or boyfriend mo after how many years, maghiwalay na, ganyan. So pumapasok talaga yung yung the purpose of dating is marrying the person, no? So I'm blessed, no, love, na yun nga, kumbaga na-set na natin yung heart natin na we have the same desire, talaga the same commitment, na hindi lang yung isa lang yung ang bakit kasi kapag yung isa lang yung lumalaban. Sobrang committed, pero yung isa pala hindi pala siya ready, or hindi pala ganun. So yun lang siguro love, kaya nag-decide tayo during that time na kasi nga alam natin sa heart na we are peaceful and secured naman about yung isa. Kaya we decided, but before applying for a marriage visa, kasi ang kino-consider kasi natin pag marriage visa parang mas madali siya ma-approve. We just need to give them the details and proofs, ganun, di ba? But syempre, in honor to our parents din kasi, yun nga sabi ni MJ kanina, na ayaw naming mag-jump into a decision na hindi namin ni-involve yung mga taong accountable sa amin, most especially our parents, our families. And sabi ko nga kanina na it's my desire to really meet her family muna before kami ikasal, no? And yun na nga lang, we consulted our parents. Karoon kami ng family meeting virtually, no? Kasi nga nandun ako sa Pinas during that time. So to the point na nag-dress up pa ako naman, no? Kasi
nakasapatos pa siya.
So, kasi first time na mag-ask din ako sa family niya na yun, kumbaga formally ask na, kumbaga yung sasabihin ko yung intention ko sa kanya, na hindi lang as a boyfriend and girlfriend yung intention ko, but a lifetime partnership with her.
Ayaw pa nang kausapin ni Papa si Mike.
Pero sinasabi niya nung una, sinasabi niya love na diretsyon kit din, sabi niya parang
diretsuhin mo na.
Wag na yung paligo-ligo, sabi niya. Pero in honor to her parents din, I asked them and I told them yung heart ko nga sa kanya. And then after that, we explained them yung goal namin or purpose namin kung ba't gusto naming marriage visa yung lakarin namin before kami mag-apply.
So, purpose was, it was more than just the papers. Kasi nung una actually, I admit to this, like nung una sabi ko, oh, let's just get the papers done. Tapos na, let's get married, that's it. Pero actually, what God revealed to me was that He really needed to change my heart first before anything else. Kasi actually, the only purpose that we wanted to do the marriage visa was that when we get married in the Philippines next year, 2021, December, by God's grace, we didn't want to be apart again. So we've been together since 2019. So that's more than a year already. And by that time, we would be like 2 years. And then, when we get married, there's a possibility that mas mauuna ulit akong babalik kay Mike kasi then we then have to apply for his spouse visa and then we have to wait a little bit more. So we've realized that actually, either way, even if we get married here or we get married in the Philippines, we have to get married earlier to get the papers signed, marriage certificate done, just so that we won't have to be apart again. Because ako, ang commitment ko talaga is to not be apart from Mike again. But I know we had this, we had to prepare ourselves for the last push of waiting again, which is when he goes back to the Philippines after this and after the wedding. So kasi that's the time that he will prepare for the wedding and so will I. That's the time that we will grow as people.
And yung time na i-spend pa yung
time with our family. Exactly. So it's actually just a perfect time to spend apart with the intentions of being together. Kasi yun nga, parang as much as possible talaga after Philippines wedding,
hindi na maghiwalay. Kasi I think yun naman yung purpose ng marriage.
Exactly.
Pero may mga case-to-case basis din talaga, di ba?
Pero
But
parang,
this is our commitment kasi.
Yeah, exactly. So, na-realize ko na two people who are really in love shouldn't be far apart. Even if mag-asawa kayo already.
As much as possible.
As much as possible. Because I watched this video where he says that, you know, marriage is for two people that are together. Because paano mo magagawa yung intimacy as husband and wife? I'm not even just talking about like intimacy in bed, but yung pagluluto, yung pag-spend time together, doing things
yung kikilalalin mo pa yung partner
exactly.
mo.
How would you be able to do that if you're far apart?
Lalo na sa atin kasi love, we're LDR. So madami pa tayong hindi alam. But I thank God, no, na parang kumbaga yun nga yung opportunity nga na binigay sa atin, di ba? To spend time. So yeah, that's the main goal.
Yeah. So
and yun yung in-explain natin sa
parents
natin. So nung una, sabi ng parents ni MJ, and I think nag-agree din si parents nun, na parang as much as possible, one time big time na lang yung wedding.
Tsaka sabi nila gusto nila together lahat.
Yeah, gusto nila kasi na parang andun din yung family ko. So kaya naintindihan naman namin yun kasi nung una medyo hindi naman siya totally mabigat. No, kasi alam naman natin nung pinag-usapan naman natin love na whatever it is na response ng parents natin, di ba, we pray before we talk to them. I know yun yung leading ng Panginoon sa atin. Okay, so yun, after that, yun na nga, we decided na mag-apply kami ng tourist visa. Prior to applying na tourist visa kasi kumbaga yung mga things needed na prepare ko na. Kumbaga nung pagbalik ko nga pa lang last year pa lang prepare ko na kasi you need to prepare for at least 6 months, no, pero for I think
at least 6 months because financially You have to show that
You're financial.
you're capable. Before, when he first applied for a tourist visa, coming here, they got an agency, no? Pero sabi ko in my heart, we can do that.
Yeah.
Not because of my love for documents and stuff like that, but because we know that we have to do our part.
So hindi na kami
Yeah, we didn't want to get an agency. But there are people that were giving us advices.
yung may travel agency sa amin, no?
Yeah, which is just a friend consultation, no? Which is by God's grace talaga.
Ang laki ng tulong din.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, may mga instances na mistake kami. Pero napasa na namin yung application.
Yeah, we had to like literally apply twice. So first time round, there was a mistake in...
Basta part ng application.
Basta may part din na mistake dun sa first application. So we declined it first. We canceled it the first time round. And actually, it was perfect because the second time round na nag-apply ulit kami, pinrocess ko ulit yung application. May nagsabi sa akin na yung friend ng mama ko na you should just only have 1 month. Kahit na 2 months siya magstay, kahit na 3 months siya magstay. Because the minimum that they will give you anyway is
6 months.
6 months. So, thank God for that wisdom kasi we were able to change that option. But even if we thought, okay, we've got everything done, we've got all the proofs done, we've got application done, we printed everything out, there was still that parang hindi siya fear. Parang, kumbaga, there's still that peace in your heart na parang, it's not yet perfect. And then when I saw that mistake, I was crying. But then I realized, he just wanted me to realize na, it's not you. It wasn't your doing. It's not gonna be your doing if na-approve to. Which is, it's God's control. Hindi niya inahinayaan na kumbaga, lumaki yung ulo ko or dumating sa ganung point na, okay, we did it because we're so smart.
It's
ganyan.
So, in our own wisdom, pero it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not.
And
ipapamukha pa rin niya na parang
ina-humble ka niya.
Yeah, limited lang yung alam mo na.
Yeah.
And sobrang naka-bless lang that inalaw ng Panginoon na ilagay yung mga tao na pagkonsultan natin. Talagang kumbaga he placed them in order na talaga.
Yeah.
Na i-consult natin, mag-sharean natin ng ano natin para to help us. It's his way, no?
Yeah.
It's his way. So yun, we applied for a tourist visa.
Pero,
so I needed to travel from Ilocos Norte to Manila.
Yeah, to do your interview. Which was only for like 10 minutes?
Yes, 10 minutes lang yung interview lang. Mga 10 to 15 minutes naman, mga ganyan. Pero yung travel kasi, since during pandemic, kailangan kong bumalik sa province namin within 24 hours. Kasi kung hindi, makaka-quarantine ako for 14 days. So thank God na hindi naman nagka-aberya. Doon mo malalaman na in-orchestrate na ng Panginoon. Kasi from hiring a driver papuntang Manila for interview, and then yung every detail talaga, yung oras talaga. Tapos pa-uwi, safe and sound naman kaming lahat, wala namang masamang nangyayari. And then after 2 weeks, yun na, bumating na yung letter.
Tapos nung pagbukas niya, kinakabahan pa siya. Sa sobrang actually nararamdaman ko na nun na approve yun because I was researching talaga kung paano siya nag-a-arrive sa'yo pag approve na. So there was only your passport inside, no? Tapos passport lang. And so so kinip nila yung mga documents. Pero yung passport na nandun sa letter, you have to open it whether tinatakan nila or hindi. But because it was only the passport left, he kind of figured out na it was approved already. Talagang Tumalon siya, tapos umupo siya sa floor.
Naiyak talaga.
Tapos iyak siya talaga. And I felt God's love that time. Sobra.
Naramdaman ko sin una yung pag-decline sa akin ng Panginoon, yung first application ko. It was 2016. And then this time, kasi dati, self-centric lang eh. Now, it's more meaningful. Talagang, alam mo yun, love, hindi naman talaga ibibigay ng Panginoon yung isang bagay sa'yo kung alam niya na yung puso mo hindi pa ready. Kung alam niya na ikakasira mo. At kung alam niya na ayaw niya kasing may mamiss ka kahit isang drop lang ng blessing niya.
Yes.
Pag mag-bless si God, gusto niya buo. Na
Pati
wala
yung
kang,
puso mo.
na wala kang mamimiss. I-prepare ng Panginoon yan yung puso mo, yung mind mo, lahat. And I felt the time na parang, Lord, naiyak ako kasi feeling ko, I'm not deserving dun sa blessing niya. So dun mo malalaman na kung gaano ka kabuti ng Panginoon na still kaya kanyang i-bless even if
undeserving.
Yes, undeserving ka.
Even sa past.
Grabe.
So yeah, as we were saying, this was during the pandemic. So there was a lot of things to go through. First of all, one of the struggles was that going from borders to borders. So all the way from Ilocos to Manila airport.
By land, 8 hours.
By land, yeah. So when he got his visa approved, andun na that was our go signal from God na, okay, this is what I've set for you, go. But then hindi siya ganun kadali parang meron pa ding challenges. So do you wanna tell them what actually happened when you were on the way here?
Okay. On the way here, we were researching nun sa DFA if it's possible to travel. Kasi hindi na tayo mag-push nun na mag-travel if we are aware na hindi pa pwedeng mag-travel. Since DFA open nag-update sila kung open ba yung Pilipinas to enter in this country or not. So mostly yung mga countries sa Europe like France, Italy, Spain, they're closed for Filipinos.
Closed for Filipinos. Open sa amin.
Pero yung UK, which is supposedly siya yung close kasi nga daming cases. Plus ang napaka-diverse na country. So for sure, iba-ibang lahi papasok kanya. Open siya. So dun pa lang andun na yung comfort. Tapos magta-transit pa ako sa Dubai, diba? So Dubai, open din ang Dubai.
Was open,
So sabi namin, wow, I mean medyo may kaba for sure. Diba kasi until hindi ako makalipad, hindi pa totally sure. Pero yung assurance ni God,
salon steak.
Sure.
Let's put it here.
Ito na po yung pagkain namin.
Thank you so much.
Yun yung sa Dubai, no?
Open yung Dubai.
Open yung Dubai. So DFA open talaga yung galing sa Pinas, no? Kaya ang namin nun, confident at the same time, meron pa rin kumbaga kaba. Kasi nga anytime pwedeng mag-iba yung pwedeng mag-close yung border nyo So parang inisip ko nun, what if pag nandun na ako sa immigration, sasabihin nila magko-close. Kasi it is still possible, pero still sabi ko, Lord, hindi mo naman i-approve yung visa ko, hindi mo ako talaga dadalhin doon. That's my faith, Lord. Sabi ko nun, Lord, hindi mo i-allow to. So yun na nga, nag-hire ulit ako ng ng van ng Manila ulit nga kasi still yung border nga 24 hours lang, lockdown pa nun So nung nag-arrive ako sa sa Naiya, naghintay ako for how many hours kasi
mga 7?
Yeah,
7 hours?
Maaga ako ayaw ko na malate kasi 11:55 po yung flight ko diba? 11:55 noong October 13.
Kasi na kaya mga alas 4?
Yeah. After nung mga check-ups and so on,
pumunta ka na sa
immigration na ako. Tapos yun na, kasi medyo mahaba pa yung sa immigration So may mga pila pa, ganyan. And then nung part ko na, siyempre tagal ko naghintay sa Naiya, diba? Pero nung part ko na lang, yung officer nasa immigration, tinanong ako kung saan ako pupunta. Sabi ko, UK. And then, tinignan yung papers ko. Kasi, inobserve ko yung mga ibang na-interview Hindi naman sila ganun totally strict ko na. Pero nung sa part ko, sabi ganun. And then, tinawag yung pinaka-chief officer nila. And then, in-explain sa kanila. And then, sabi ko, parang there's something wrong. I mean, medyo nagkaba na ako sobra nun. And then, di pa ako nag-apply sa'yo nun. And then, kinausap ako nung, pinatabi ako nung chief officer. And then, kinausap ako, sabi na, explain sa akin na, Sir, hindi pa pwedeng mapasok non-essential travelers to UK. Ang pwede lang makapasok is ito, essential. Sabi ko, sir, sabi ng DFA, sir, pwedeng pumasok eh. Kasi hindi naman ako mag-a-apply, sir. Saka hindi naman ako pupunta dito kasi kung naka-close pa yung UK for Philippines. And then sabi niya na, sir, iba kasi yung sa immigration.
Yeah.
Yung guidelines sa immigration ito, ganyan. And then pinakita pa sa akin yung guidelines and so on. And then to the point na sinabi na parang, sir, we'll assist you na lang na i-rebook yung ticket nyo. Kasi hindi pa po talaga pwede. Sabi ko, sir, galing pa po akong Ilocos Norte. And wala na akong sasakyan pa uwi. And then hindi na ako makaka-uwi. No? And sir, nagmakawa na ako sa kanila nun. Kasi nga, meron naman akong proof. Sir, if you need my details, legal naman lahat ng papers, ganyan, and yung proof of relationship with this person, na kung saan ako mag-stay, ganyan. Sabi talaga lahat na, pasensya na sir, we are just following the protocols. So, as in, bigat na ng loob ko lang. Grabe.
Tapos ako nakakaramdam na. Nasa work pa ako nun eh. Tapos parang sabi ko, I really need to call him na. Tapos parang, so I called him. And then, yun na yung nga yung time na parang, sabi niya, love. Text muna siya. Love. Tapos crying face. Sinawagan ko siya. Tapos sabi niya, ayaw akong papasukin. Sabi ko, what? Why? Alam mo talaga yung puso ko, sobrang bigat. And I just felt like, why? As in like, why? Bakit ngayon pa? Ganyan. So parang sabi ko yung puso ko, no, hindi to posible kasi sinabi naman natin, nakasabi naman na pwede, ganito, ganyan. Nag-ask na ako sa mga pastors. Sa pastora ng best friend ko, inas ko yung best friend ko, inas ko si Ate Joanne, Ate Jonah, lahat na nagpe-pray for Mike. So nag-i-intercede na kami lahat. Kasi nararamdaman ko talaga na, yes, nandito na nga kami. Pero at the same time, alam mo yung tipong God wouldn't bring you this far to just stop. Yeah. And that there's this verse that kept coming to me, which was in James. Tapos nakasabi na, God is not a shifting shadow. So He doesn't change His mind just whenever He wants to, you know. Just because you did something wrong or you made a mistake or you're no longer deserving of that blessing, He's not gonna change what He promised. And doon ako nag-hold on talaga. Sabi ko, Lord, You've made a way for him to get approved in the middle of a pandemic. You will make a way for him to go through the immigration. So, the next time, sabi ko sa kanya, tinawagin, sabi ko sa kanya, do whatever you have to do, say whatever you have to say. I don't care. Just please talk to them.
Yeah,
kasi parang na ano ka nun, di ba? Parang
down na ako nun. Kasi parang naramdaman ko yung kumbaga, na-deny ako nung una. So parang bumalik bigla yun. Parang baka hindi talaga pa this time. Ganyan. Pero yun nga, because naramdaman ko yun, because you interceded. And then you were there. Na encourage ako to push through pa. Karoon ako ng desire na talagang. Kasi nasa gilid na ako, umiyak na ako. Kasi syempre, alam mo sinasabi ko nun na parang gusto ko pang ipakita yung yung engagement ring sa kanila to prove them na yun yung goal ko talaga, and all our lahat na proof kanya. Pero sabi ko, Lord, sige, one last time, pag-usapan ko sila. So tumayo ako, love, hindi mo kayo magagamit ko sa ano. Then kinausap ko yung chief officer, sir, can you please give me another chance? Please, sir. Sabi ko, I'll prove to you na my papers are eligible. No, and yung purpose ko sa pagpunta doon is
More than just touring around.
yes, parang sabi ko na parang nandun yung girlfriend ko, gano'n niya, yung family niya. And then sabi sa akin, love, dala mo ba yung mga yung mga requirements mo? Sabi ko, sir, yes, lahat po dala ko.
And which is so funny, before you carry on, sabi ko sa kanya, kasi nagre-research na ako noon eh. Kasi nga yung heart ko, 'di ba? Parang sabi ko, bakit I feel so anxious. So I was researching kung ano talaga yung lagay ng tourist sa pagte-travel. So actually nakita ko na yung immigration announcement bawal pa din talaga. Pero that was like in July pa, and this was like October na.
October, yeah.
So sabi ko, no, this is not updated. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, love, just in case, please bring everything. So buti na lang na printed out na yun.
Yeah.
Tapos hindi yun kinuha sa application sa British Embassy.
Pinasecond interview ako. So I waited, pero sabi ko nun, sana hindi ako tinitrick ng chief officer. Kasi ilang minuto na lang
Isang oras na lang.
Magpa-fly na ako, 11:55. Pero sabi ko nun, anyway, at least binigyan ako ng chance to prove them. Yun nga, in-interview ako, pero malapit na yung flight ko nun, love. Tapos yung tipong may pumupunta ng officer din, tinatanong kung ano yung flight namin, number namin, gano'n. So yun, thank God, love, na in-approve siya. Na sabi, hindi naman to problema, sir, kung hindi lang sana pandemic.
Yeah.
Sabi ko nun. And since you've given all the things needed, sir, sabi niya ba, comfort, ang galing, love, kasi parang ang comfort, yung the way na pagsabi niya na, sir, ingat po sa biyahe, and good luck po sa engagement, kasi sinabi ko na din sa kanila, sa engagement, ganyan. Grabe, I mean,
Tsaka, I just wanna appreciate, no, yung mga taong pinlace ni Lord. Tsaka yung mga nagpagamit, kahit hindi nila alam na nagagamit sila ni Lord. Sobrang na-appreciate ko yung mga taong yun. Kasi, sabi mo nga, di ba, mayroong tao na tumutulong talaga sa kanya.
Yeah.
Ang bilis-bilis talaga niyang
ang bilis lang, magsulat.
Kasi nga,
Bilisan niya
ini-interview
talaga.
siya. And he bear in mind, mayroon siyang hinahabol na flight. So, I wanna thank God for those people, no? And I pray for them and blessings upon them.
So, ganoon talaga, mahal. Kumbaga, yung realization ko doon na pa-excite din si Lord eh. Kumbaga, hindi mo talaga alam. Yung parang parang illogical yung ways niya. Na mapupunta ka sa isang situation na parang alam mo yun na, pero hindi pa pala. No, pero may prepare pala siyang pinaka magandang plano for you. Kasi ang ano lang kasi, ang lenses lang kasi natin, love, yung dito lang eh. Kung ano yung nakikita na lahat natin, napaperceive lang natin. Pero siya kasi, ang laki nung
picture.
Nakaka-humble lang, love, talaga. To really surrender everything.
Yeah.
Na hindi yung tipong dahil na ginawa mo yung part mo, so nagawa mo yun dahil kayang-kaya mo, meron ka or what something. So it's not about that. It's not about that. Kumbaga, pinapa-experience sa atin ng Panginoon yun kasi para itaas nga yung kaya niyang gawin, and to inspire other people also na He can also do that to them, as long as na they'll recognize na it's not really about them, it's not really about us. No, basta just do your part lang.
So you got through, and I remember the joy of, you know, of him, the joy that I felt when he finally sent a picture of him on the plane. Diba?
Saka na lang ako nag-send nung nakaupo na ako, kasi baka kasi until sabi ko nga kasi nung hanggat hindi ako nakakaupo, nakasakay.
Or even landing here,
yeah.
You know.
Parang still.
Tapos parang naramdaman ko yung control ni Lord doon, kasi imagine there was a lot of people, so safe siya. There was enough room to social distance, kasi there's
one seat apart sa Emirates.
One seat apart. And there was a time where you were in from the plane from Dubai to
London.
Wala ng tao.
Grabe.
Halos wala ng tao. And then
Sa area namin, mga 4-5 lang kami.
Yeah.
Kaya, alam mo, ginawa ko nung humiga ako. Yung 4
apat na seat.
Yeah, 4 na seat. Nakahiga ako doon.
Wow.
Grabe yung comfort niya sa akin. No?
Tsaka,
Kaya ang
grabe.
sarap ng pagkain.
Ah.
Yun yung comfort
Grabe yung
sa akin.
comfort talaga sa inyo, Lord. Kasi, nung sa Pilipinas, after sa Dubai, and then through the immigration na, dito sa UK, kung gaano ka chaotic nung nasa Pilipinas siya, it was the complete opposite. Because, when he was, actually we were waiting for him for so long kasi ang daming ang pila sa immigration. You know guys,
Tagal.
like sobrang daming tao talaga. Pero grabe yung comfort sa kanya kasi when he was in the line, parang may nakikita na siya ng mga taong nadi-deny tas hindi na talaga pinapapasok. But sabi ko sa kanya, we interceded again. Sabi ng best friend ko that Mike is different. Tapos parang sabi ko, wow Lord, you've really set him apart. And that's what really happened. Kasi nung it was his turn sa immigration na, yung officer,
2-3 question lang yun.
yeah, tsaka there was three different
Yeah.
officers, you said, diba? Tapos,
Hindi, ang dami.
ang dami pala. Pero yung mga potential na tatawagin ka,
Yeah.
3 lang
Tatlo
sila,
lang.
diba? Two
Kasi
of them,
yung iba kasi sobrang stricto talaga. Ang daming tinatanong. Grabe, sabi ko, Lord, hindi mo ako dadalhin doon.
yeah. Pero, grabe yung comfort ni Lord na when He brought you to 16,
Number 16
na
officer.
officer, there were only 3 questions that He asked you. And they were really simple questions like, why,
What's
like
your
first time
purpose?
you're here, what's your purpose, do you have any family, something, those 3, diba? So parang, imagine mo yun from really like, this height of like, suspense,
Yeah.
to like, calm. So
Kung ba-
parang,
yun na yung comfort ni Lord. Nararamdaman
Tapos
mo
parang-
yun na yung comfort.
parang-
Minsan, kumbaga, yung sa, parang, yung nangyari, parang coming out from Egypt. Kumbaga,
oh yeah.
coming out from a desert place. And then, God leading me to a place with the milk and honey.
Like, honey.
Milk and honey.